So hi, welcome to this mocktail hour. Cheers. Today I want to do a very casual catch-up sesh, chat with you what's happening with my writing life, YouTube. I'm drinking a very basic mocktail. It's got cranberry juice, some soda, lime flavored soda and ice. It's also supposed to have mint, but I ran out of mint. It's very hot over here, and we made a bunch of this mocktail yesterday and finished up all the mint. So I'm out of mint, but it's still tasting all right. Now that summer is at the tail end, a lot of garden supply stuff is on sale. So I think I should make a trip and get a planter and plant some mint for myself so that I never run out of mint again. Anyways, that was a tangent. Let's talk about work. I haven't been writing consistently, and by consistently I mean writing every day for long hours. I haven't done that in months. So what I've been doing is writing short writing pieces and working on building my writing muscle and my stamina to write every day for long hours. I'm testing my limits, seeing how things work with writing long hours, how I manage everything else, and then tweaking things, and tweaking not just writing related things but also other stuff, other life stuff like house chores, running errands, being firm about my writing time, which I struggle with, and anyone who has a kid will understand how difficult that is, and also setting expectations with my family as a whole. I want to have those things figured out now and not struggle with them when I have really hard writing deadlines. And in my writing vlogs, I've been sharing these things, and in my recent writing vlog, which was on writing 4,000 words in a day, one of you had a comment and I really liked your recommendation, and I had this video idea, and I think I'm going to combine your recommendation with that video idea, and I'll be working on that this week and have that video probably ready for next week. I really appreciate your comments when you have like creative suggestions that you have found helpful and you want to share it with me. I really appreciate those kind of comments. So thank you for sharing your advice, and I'm going to try it out. I'll be vlogging that, and I'll start work on that later today. Another thing that's on my to-do list for this week is monthly review / reset, especially with this big writing goal that I have towards the end of the year. It's really got me thinking about how I want to end this year, all the things that I want to get done versus what I can practically get done, and also the memories I want to create with my family. There is so much to do, so many things I want to finish within this year that my brain is going a million miles, and I really need to center myself. And I've been thinking of going back to journaling again. I've been keeping a journal since I was in the 4th grade, and I used to be very rigid about it back then, but with time I've realized that journaling has to serve a purpose, and there are seasons of life where I have to give that up, or it doesn't fit, or I don't need it as much. And then there are seasons of life where I have to do it frequently, and lately I've been craving it again. I have 2 types of journals that I keep. One is this 5-minute journal. This is for those really hard times when I'm spiraling and I really need to focus, and even journaling, I'm not able to focus on that. So having these prompts help me stay positive and focus on the positive. And the second one is this journal. It's a blank notebook basically, and I use this to flesh out my ideas and my thoughts and process my feelings. So this journal is more of a free writing style, anything goes kind of a journal. In other work stuff, you might have noticed that I have upped my content on YouTube. I've been posting 2 videos, recording, editing and posting 2 videos and 1 short per week. I know it is not sustainable, but in the spirit of testing my limits, I've been testing out my processes as well. And let me tell you, my Notion dashboard has really stood the chaos that my brain has been this past month. I also found some weak points in my process of creating YouTube videos, and I feel I need to schedule time to figure those things out. There are a lot of things that I've automated, so when I'm doing things, those tasks get queued up on its own. But what I found out was happening because there was so much I was doing. I was working on multiple videos at the same time, and I was editing on a video while I was planning another video. So there was a lot of overlap happening, and when that was happening, a lot of tasks that should have queued up in the order that it should come up, that wasn't happening. And I need to figure out, probably look into some formulas and see how I can automate those things, because it was so frustrating. I had taken so much time to sit and figure out what automation I can do in this process and make it simpler for myself, because I don't have a team helping me create these videos or edit this video. So it was frustrating that I took the time, but I haven't yet figured it out. So I need to schedule time to figure those things out. And once I feel I have nailed this dashboard, I'm calling it the Indie Author Business Dashboard. Once I feel I have figured it out and it's working for me, and I think it'll work for you as well, I'll make it into a template and have it ready for you so you can duplicate it. I know a lot of you have already seen that I've been working on this dashboard for many months now, and you are on my I think you've probably seen it on my website, because you guys have signed up from there to be on the wait list. Thank you for that. And you'll probably hear from it in a month or two. I'm trying to get it ready before the end of the year, so that when you're planning your next year, you also have this dashboard to plan out all the business aspect of indie publishing. I've been pretty open about my struggle since end of last year and the first half of this year. I've been struggling with creativity, writing, YouTube, and some of that struggle has spilled over into my personal life, and some of my personal life struggles have spilled over and fogged my creative brain, I feel. And even though I feel I'm in a much better headspace, I still struggle with it sometimes. I feel for so long I was writing and creating YouTube videos as a hobby, that when it came time to be serious and treat it like any other job, I feel burnout really sneaked up on me. Maybe it was because it's not like my corporate job, and that's all that I've known, and I was really struggling to treat this like work and not like something I did on the side. And add to that I'm doing all this in a new country, in a different country. It got really serious, and I feel like a clock is ticking, but you cannot rush creativity, and this book is taking forever to be done, and I've started doubting myself, my creativity, my writing, and this burnout is creating this block, and I feel everything is intertwined, and I feel like a knot. Okay, I'm blabbering. What I'm saying is that for a long time, I didn't realize it was burnout. At least that's what I think it is. And what really helped was scheduled breaks. I know that I can breathe if I push and get whatever I can get done, and then take a break, reset. That scheduled break really made a big difference, and I've been replicating that every month, making sure that I'm giving myself enough break even though my work doesn't feel like it's work, and also being mentally prepared with any fallout that comes with taking these breaks. And I feel it's important for us to talk about these things, because as it is, there are very few people who understand what you and I do, and then to ask them to understand our inner struggles, that's just too much. Let's move on to brighter things and talk about books, and this book in particular. Have you read it? What are your thoughts? I have such mixed feelings about this book. This is a book you probably saw me in the library vlog. I picked it up because I heard so many good things about it, and one of the book clubs that I like to follow, they were reading this book, I believe, or they recommended this book. I don't know. I just heard very good things about this book, and this book is very good till about, I would say, 85-90%, and then I don't know what happened. It felt like the author just threw everything up on the wall and waited to see what stuck, and then just put everything in. There was just so much that happened in the last 10 to 15%. First of all, it got very confusing because the characters felt all mixed up, and once you got over that, it was just too much to digest. The amount of coincidences and connections everyone had that felt so random and came from nowhere, and it just felt forced, in my opinion. And that's why I want to know, if you've read this book, what do you feel? Did you like it? I liked it most of the time. I really liked the main twist that they had. I felt that was done very well, and that was revealed very, very well, especially with the dual POV. It was so disappointing. The ending was, in my opinion, I found it extremely disappointing, especially the way that old lady leaves. Why did she have to leave like that when everything was sorted and good? And why did the granddaughter not take this old lady when she first left? Why does she have to sneak in at the end? What was the need for that? Especially when they were going to get back, or rather hire back or work again with the caregiver again. It was just so unnecessary, in my opinion, that it was a little let down. I don't know if I would recommend this book. I'm really torn about it. It's good until it's not. That's what I would say. It's good until it's not. I found a few videos of author events that this author has done, and I saved that to my YouTube channel's save for later or watch later playlist. And I'm going to go back because I'm very curious to know what the author has to say about why he chose to end the book this way. What was his intention? I'm really curious to understand that. So that's something I look forward to doing over the weekend. I'm not sure what I want to pick up next to read. So if you have any recommendations for suspense, thriller, that genre, if you have read something that you really enjoyed, let me know in the comments. And I think I'll end this here. I hope you liked this middle of the day mocktail hour with me, and I'll see you in the next one.